Lalu Yadav and others were named as accused, taking cognizance of the CBI charge sheet. This is land transfers in return to get a job when he was the railways minister. So, of course, these are serious charges, serious case, even though it pertains between 2004 to 2009. So, what happens today in the court? Is this when they are produced before the court? What happens then inside with regard to the judge?
Well, today, Pooja, now first let's go into what the case really is. Now, the charge sheet that has been filed in the court by the CBI, that was filed in October 2022. It includes charges under criminal conspiracy, forgery and corruption, which is criminal conspiracy and forgery, of course, being under the IPC, and corruption charges under the Prevention of Corruption Act. 16 persons have been named as an accused, and sanction had to be obtained for the prosecution of Lalu Yadav and 2 other persons who were officials of the railways at that point. Now, what has happened, what the charge sheet says is that at the time when Mr. Lalu Yadav was the railway minister, then several persons were appointed as substitutes in the Group D posts in the railways during 2004 to 2009 in different zones of the railways. Now remember, today the case that Mr. Lalu Yadav, Ms. Misa Bharti and Rabri Devi are facing is with regard to the appointments done in one particular zone, that is the Mumbai zone in 2004 to 2009. Now, what the CBI is investigating is that people from Patna and other parts of Bihar were given jobs in the railways, and in lieu of those jobs, they or their family members transferred their land in Bihar to Lalu Yadav's family members and a company called MSAK Infosystems Private Limited, which is also something that is owned by Misa Bharti and other members of Lalu Yadav's family.
Yes.
Now, this particular charge sheet pertains to about 5 sale deeds and 2 gift deeds, where the value of the land is around 4.5 crores, and that land was purchased at very low prices, much lower rates than the actual circle rate, and by Lalu Yadav's family members. Now, what the CBI has alleged is that this was specifically done as a quid pro quo to the jobs that were given to these people, and that there was no public notice or advertisement of any posts being opened in the zonal railways, but these people were appointed by on Lalu Yadav's instruction. Now, what is also interesting to note is that the CBI in that charge sheet has very clearly said that there was no required urgency for appointing these substitute persons. These people were appointed against the railway guidelines, and these people with the fraudulent intention submitted applications with false or forged transfer certificates, which is why this forgery charge has been added to this particular charge sheet. And Lalu Yadav got the lands transferred in the name of Mrs. Rabri Devi and Mrs. Misa Bharti at charges which were much lesser than the prevailing circle rates. Now, only 7, this particular charge sheet deals with only 7 candidates specifically who were engaged in the Central Railways Mumbai, and the charge sheet itself has clearly said that investigation in respect to the other zones is still continuing, and this is with regard to specifically 3 parcels of land in Patna that were transferred to Misa Bharti and Rabri Devi. So 9 persons were given jobs, 7 persons were 9 persons were given jobs, 3 parcels of land were transferred, and today Lalu Yadav, Misa Bharti and Rabri Devi are here in the Rouse Avenue court to face the further proceedings. Now, as far as proceedings are concerned, remember, after a court takes cognizance of a charge sheet, they issue summons to all accused persons to come and present themselves in the court. Now, today, all 3 of them have come here, and of course, the other accused also, the accused persons who allegedly got jobs, as well as the persons who were part of the railway ministry at the time.
Okay.
All of them are here in the Rouse Avenue court today. They have been taken inside the court of CBI Special Judge Gitanjali Goyal. The court, of course, will now hand over the copy of the charge sheet as well as other documents to the accused. They will be asked to sign the documentation regarding the charge sheet against them. And after that, a date for the argument on framing of charges will be given. At this moment, I'm unable to tell you what is actually going on inside the courtroom since we've been asked to stay outside of the courtroom. But very shortly, we should get an update from the hearing inside. Back to you.
All right, Anisha Mathur is right there at the Rouse Avenue court. She'll be tracking the latest. Charges are likely to be framed today. We're talking about Lalu Yadav, not just former Bihar Chief Minister, but former Union Railways Minister in 2004 to 2009. That's when the case is whether Lalu Yadav gave jobs to people not on merit, but in change for a land that was sold way below market price and was transferred in the name of his family members when he was the Railways Minister. Serious case, allegations for now, charges likely to be framed. We are staying on with these visuals. Anisha Mathur in the court.